Oh, Misfit Island. Welcome, my family, to Misfit Island, my little misfit army. Welcome back. So, yeah, this is my 31 days of 31 Proverbs section, and yeah. So I'm trying to because I think time is short. I'm trying to knock out like two a day. So if you want to, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, you will understand what this channel is all about. Maybe go back and watch my old videos. But hey, like, share, subscribe, become part of the family, and figure it all out. You're here for a reason. I'm telling you, you're here for a reason. There's a reason that you clicked on this channel, and there's a point and purpose in your life, and you was brought here for a reason. So yeah, welcome back to the channel, and we're in Proverbs 20 right now. Let's see if we can knock out Proverbs 20 and 21 today. You ready? All right, let's go. So verse 20, or chapter 20, verse 1. Wine is a mocker, strong drink is a brawler, and whoever is led astray by it is not wise. So again, Proverbs are like things of how to, like I say, golden nuggets of how to, walk the walk and talk the talk, things to do and things not to do, and, pointing out the worldly person and the person that has a relationship with the Creator. Verse 2, the wrath of a king is like the roaring of a lion. Whoever provokes him to anger sins against his own life. It is honorable for a man to stop striving, since any fool can start a quarrel. A lazy man will not plow because of winter. He will beg during harvest and have nothing. Counsel in the heart of man is like deep water, but a man of understanding will draw it out. Most men will proclaim each his own goodness, but who can find a faithful man? The righteous man walks in his integrity. His children are blessed after him. A king who sits on the throne of judgment scatters all evil with eyes. Who can say, I have made my heart clean, I am pure from my sin? Nobody. Diverse weights and diverse measures, they are both alike and an abomination to the Lord. It's crazy how they used to use weights to like buy and sell stuff. And he says that these unjust weights, like even in America, the woman of justice that holds the scales of justice. And if you look at what's going on in this country, those scales are definitely not they're not equal to all, we the people. Some are, like, what do you say, you got two layers of so not judgment. There's like two, some say Hillary Clinton gets away with, or Biden's son gets away with stuff, and then people that are questioning something, they're put in jail for 6 years. I mean, justice is unequal. Well, God, it says that is an abomination to him, and they'll get their just due. That's right. There'll be a day they'll get their just due. He says he is the revenger. So one day they're going to pay for all of it, unless they repent, and then they'll be forgiven. But as of right now, they'll pay. They're going to pay. Verse 11, even a child is known by his deeds, whether what he does is pure and right. The hearing ear and the seeing eye, the Lord has made them both. Do not love sleep, lest you come to poverty. Oh man, I can't sleep. That's a curse. If you can't sleep, it's a curse. He's probably talking about people that sleep 12 hours a day or something. Open your eyes and you will be satisfied with bread. It is good for nothing, cries the buyer. But when he has gone his way, then he boasts. There is gold and a multitude of rubies, but the lips of knowledge are a precious jewel. Take the garment of one who is surety for a stranger, and hold it as a pledge when it is for a seductress. Bread gained by deceit is sweet to a man, but afterward his mouth will be filled with gravel. Plans are established by counsel. By wise counsel wage war. He who goes about as a talebearer reveals secrets. Therefore, do not associate with one who flatters with his lips. That's a golden nugget right there. Let me read that again. You ready? He who goes about as a talebearer reveals secrets. Therefore, do not associate with one who flatters with his lips. Whoever curses his father or his mother, his lamp will be put out in deep darkness. An inheritance gained hastily at the beginning will not be blessed at the end. Do not say, I will recompense evil. Wait for the Lord, and he will save you. Diverse weights are an abomination to the Lord, and dishonest scales are not good. There it is again. A man's steps are of the Lord. How then can a man understand his own way? It is a snare for a man to devote rashly something as holy, and afterwards to reconsider his vows. A wise king shifts out the wicked and brings the threshing wheel over them. The spirit of a man is the lamp of the Lord, searching all the inner depths of his heart. Mercy and truth preserves the king. Preserve the king, and by loving kindness he upholds his throne. The glory of young men is their strength, and the splendor of old men is their gray head. What happened to me? What's up with that? That's one of my files. Now, why you make some men go bald and some men have a head of hair until they die? That's not fair. It's not fair. Where's my gray head? I would love to have a head full of gray hair. Man, I tell you, I'd be a stud. But, hey, I guess, it keeps me humble. I mean, that's why I'm bald. Keeps me humble. That's why I said I'm not rich. Because if I was rich, I probably wouldn't be, having my faith in the Lord. I'd be having my faith in my money. It's like, I got it, Lord. I got it, man. I can take care of this. I don't need you. Chapter 21. So day 21. 2 for 1 today. 2 for 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, like the rivers of water. He turns it wherever he wishes. Every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but the Lord weighs his hearts. So key, so important right there. Highlight that. Memorize that. To do righteousness and justice is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice. A haughty look, a proud heart, and the plowing of the wicked are sin. The plans of the diligent lead surely to plenty, but those of everyone who is hasty surely to poverty. I got 6 dogs in the house, and I have 2 of them. They'll bark at everything and anything. It's like the second I leave, I mean, the wind blows. The leaves fall to the ground. They're barking at it. It's crazy, the personality of dogs. Each one of us got their own little personality. Getting treasures by a lying tongue is the fleeting fantasy of those who seek death. The violence of the wicked will destroy them because they refuse to do justice. The way of the guilty man is perverse, but as for the pure, his work is right. Better to dwell in a corner of a housetop than in a house shared with a contentious woman. I've been there, done that. 24 years of my life. It was brutal. The soul of the wicked desires evil. His neighbor finds no favor in his eyes. When the scoffer is punished, the simple is made wise. But when the wise is instructed, he receives knowledge. The righteous God wisely considers the house of the wicked, overthrowing the wicked for their wickedness. Whoever shuts his ears to the cry of the poor will also cry himself and not be heard. A gift in secret pacifies anger. and a bribe behind the back strong wrath. It is a joy for the just to do justice, but destruction will come to the workers of iniquity. A man who wanders from the way of understanding will rest in the assembly of the dead. He who loves pleasure will be a poor man. He who loves wine and oil will not be rich. Wine and oil there. The whole, my Bible, the book of Revelation, it talks about do not harm the oil and the wine. Who loves pleasure will be a poor man. Who loves wine and oil. I always wonder if it's like, I don't know. I don't want to get into that. I need to highlight that. The wicked shall be a ransom for the righteous, and the unfaithful for the upright. Better to dwell in the wilderness than with the contentious and angry woman. Yes, it is. It's better to dwell in the wilderness. There is desirable, but when I made that commitment, it's like that's what I raised my hand for. That's what I thought and felt. It's what I raised my hand for. For better, for worse, thick and thin, to the end. And it's like, and I just, I don't know. In the long run, it was just, like you're saying here. I think because I got these highlighted and stuff, and I think as I kept reading these, I was like, the Lord's like, it's okay, dude. It's okay. It's okay. You should have never went that direction anyhow. I have a story of that night. I'll give you a little story here. So when I did my other video, I'm going back in the back of Corinthians again. I think I talked about how I was like, and I was caught up in this marriage, and it was a mess. And I kept looking for a titty bar, my escape, all these things you're trying to fill that God hole with. And it was one of the things I was trying to fill the hole with, is to get this, this short time satisfaction where the girls make you feel like they love you. Well, there was one there, and her name was Bianca. She made me feel that way. I never did anything with her. No, I never cheated on my wife. But so anyways, as I kept going there, and it's like the Lord, I kept looking for it. I couldn't find it, and I kept coming across the Calvary Chapel Downey, which, when I first started my Christian walk, I was going to Calvary Chapel Costa Mesa, and so I started my going back into it. But so anyways, so I get back in, and then, as I'm going to church on Wednesdays and Sundays, I was going by myself for a while, and then anyways, he had a Bible college. Calvary Chapel has a Bible college, and they had an extension at my church. And he kept talking about, the Lord's leading you. We're starting our Bible college, and I was just like, because when I first I had that heart knowledge, and I as I became a born again Christian, and all the guys I worked with, they was just tossing me to and fro with all the things they believed and thought, and I was like, I want to learn Scripture, so I know that I won't be tossed to and fro, and I won't be led astray or led off, off track. So I go I did like my 90 units in like a year and a half, graduated. And I felt like I was being called and led, and I had all these doors open to come back to my hometown, and all the doors was open except for one. The ex-wife was like, "Nope, goodbye." And I'm like, "For me and my house, we're going to serve the Lord." And she's like, "I don't care, goodbye." Good, it's not happening. And that door closed, and it devastated me. And it's like, you got to the point where I lost my house. The wife who was using our son to, as a weapon, and wouldn't let me see him and talk to him, and it broke me even more, so we got back together. But looking back, because we spent another 14 years together, which I'm looking back, and I'm like, maybe that was my calling, and I was meant to lose a lot, because I ended up losing it all anyhow, and but anyways, that was like I ended up. It took a couple years so that, my backslide started slowly at that point, and then I went to full head-blown, crashed, bottom of the valley, bottom of the barrel, wallowing like the prodigal son in the muck and mire, the swine's pit of earthly desires. And yeah, so I look back at it and it's like maybe that was because I lost everything. I was all by myself. Lost the house, lost the wife, lost the family, lost my son. I was like, Lord, is this what you want? My faith had been broken at the time, and I ended up, I got back with her, and right after I got back with her, I lost my job, and it was just like, you talk about trials and tribulations, like my 2 years, or like my 2 years in college, or the 2 years in teaching Sunday school at church. I mean, I was on a mountain peak the entire time. It's like I didn't have any trials. Like, man, what's going on? We talk about trials, man. I love this. This is great. Whew, when those trials came, they was a heavy, deep and heavy, and oof. But yeah, looking back, I think that was, was my calling. I was supposed to do that, and I didn't do it, and I ended up going through a long crash. But anyways, all that because it's, Solomon tells us in Proverb 21, is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and angry woman. It's a I love you, hate you situation, and it's like no matter what pleased me or whatever I wanted to do, it was like you can't do it. Nope. And it was a battle, a daily battle every day, grinding that pencil. Just no. I love you, I hate you. I love you, I hate you. 24 years. Oh, a contentious and angry woman. Bipolar. I mean, it was a mess. But hey, just like what was the guy? What's the guy? Job. He lost everything, but he was faithful to the Lord, and the Lord blessed him with double. Man, I'm telling you, I am so blessed right now. I don't know if it's double, but I am blessed. I'm truly happy, and I got a beautiful woman that loves me and treats me like a man and lifts me up. And it's like that song with what was her name, Lana Del Rey. She got that song, "Love You Like a Man and Hug You Like a Baby." Because the men, I'm telling you, men, they need to be hugged like a baby sometimes. They're the man, but they need to be hugged like a baby, man. A woman, if you're a woman, you can treat your man like a man. And then hug him like a baby when he needs to be hugged like a baby. I'm telling you, you are a good woman, and you're blessing your husband. So, anyways, I got on that sidetrack there. I probably gave you too much information. I guarantee you, which I doubt that'll ever happen. But if my ex seen that video, oh man, oh well, that's that misery is, I guarantee you, is still there, torturing somebody else. Probably my son. There is desirable treasures and oil in the dwelling of the wise, but a foolish man squanders it. He who follows righteousness and mercy finds life, righteousness, and honor. A wise man scales the city of the mighty and brings down the trusted stronghold. Whoever guards his mouth and tongue keeps his soul from troubles. Oh, did I just loosen my lips there? A proud and haughty man, scoffer is his name. He acts with arrogant pride. The desire of the lazy man kills him, for his hands refuse to labor. He covets greedily all day long, but the righteous gives and does not spare. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination. How much more when he brings it with wicked intent? Oof. A false witness shall perish, but the man who hears him will speak endlessly. A wicked man hardens his face, but as for the upright, he establishes his way. There is no wisdom or understanding or counsel against the Lord. The horse is prepared for the day of battle, but deliverance is of the Lord. A wicked man, so verse 29, a wicked man hardens his face, but as for the upright, he establishes his way. You ever notice that people that deny and refuse, refuse like liberals that refuse there's a God, refuse Jesus Christ, hate Christians, refuse the truth, refuse to like listen to the word, refuse to listen to somebody, explaining to them or helping them, try to help them understand, the gospel, or I mean, whatever. All the people that like do that, I mean, you can see it, man. They're like angry and pissed off, and especially these Karen liberal women out there, man, they are like hating life, always angry. And they harden the wicked man hardens his face. Wicked woe man too. So yeah, there you go. My 31 days of Proverbs. That was day 20 and 21. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow on day 22. I feel like I gave up way too much information there. I probably should go back and delete all that. But hey, like I told you, we're family here, and you get all my works. I'm not trying to be somebody, I'm not. You get what what you see is what you get. And that's, I mean, that's what it comes down to. Like I told you, my paintings, I have these masks, all these paintings, because I just feel like everybody in this world is wearing masks. And the Lord wants you to be you, and He wants you to have that relationship with Him. And that's what He desires, man. Don't put on this mask of religion, or this mask for this person, this mask for that person, or whatever. People got multiple masks that they put on. Just be you. That's what God wants. So, all right, yeah. Thanks for watching. Welcome, back to Misfit Island, and if you got somebody out there that you don't listen to you, maybe they'll listen to me. Share it with them. So I don't know. I guess that's how the stuff grows. Like I said, I can't sell water to fish. So just let the Lord, send, have these people pop on these videos. All right. Sorry. I already said at the beginning of this video. So, all right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.